So hi everyone, I'm Jay and today we are going to see how we can generate delay in the microprocessor 8085. You can generate delay in the microprocessor by two methods. Either you can generate delay using hardware, some circuits that can create some particular amount of time, or you can create delay using software, means some instruction or program. In this session, we are going to see how we can generate delay using software. You can see that on the screen there is a one sample program. The first instruction in the program is LDA 4000H. It means load data from 4000H to accumulator. The last instruction in this program is STA 3000H. It means store data from accumulator to memory location 3000H. Now suppose I want to generate delay between these two instructions. So to generate delay between these two instructions, what we can do is that we will provide some dummy instructions. So you can see that the MOV B, C instruction is provided 4 times. So the question is how we can generate delay by just providing this instruction between these two instructions, which is LDA 4000H and STA 3000H. So if you remember in the timing diagram, each and every instruction requires some T states to execute. So MOV B, C instruction requires 4 T state to execute. So together it will require 16 T state. And in the microprocessor there will be some time is required to execute 1 T state. So if we somehow find the time required for 1 T state, we will get the total delay between this instruction LDA 4000H and STA 4000H. And we can find the time required for 1 T state by 1 by operating frequency. So for example, the time required for 1 T state is 3 milliseconds. So the total delay between these two instructions is 48 milliseconds. So we can provide delay by just simply using some dummy instructions. But this method is not used. Why? This method is not used because suppose imagine if you want to generate delay of very large amount, and if we want to generate delay of very large amount, in that case this method is not sufficient, because in order to generate very large delay the length of the program will be increased. So we can generate delay, we can generate large amount of delay by just a small program, and we can do that using loop. So there are two types by which we can generate delay. The first method is the single register and the second method is register pair. Let's see generation of delay using single register. So now let's see how we can generate delay using single register. This is the program for delay using single register. The first instruction is MVIB count, then there is a DCRB and jump not 0 loop, and loop is specified just before the DCRB instruction. Now depending on the value of the count, this loop will be executed. If the value of count is 1, the loop will be executed only one time. If the value of count is 100, this loop will be executed 100 times. And you can clearly understand that if loop will be executed 100 times, the value of the T state will be incremented. As the value of T state is larger, we will get a larger delay. Let's see T state for each and every instruction. The MVI instruction requires 7 T state, the DCRB requires 4 T state, and jump not 0 requires 10/7 T state. It means when the jump not 0 condition is true, it will take 10 T states, and when jump not 0 condition is not true, in that case it will take 7 T states. We know that delay is equal to total number of T state into time required for 1 T state. Now what will be the total number of T states? So the total number of T state will be 7 plus count minus 1 into 14 plus 11. You can see that in the program, when the first instruction will be executed, it will take 7 T state. After that, the loop will be executed count times, and from the count times, count minus 1 time, there will be 14 T state. 10 plus 4, 14, because count minus 1 time the jump not 0 condition will be true, and the last time the jump not 0 condition will be false. So last time 7 plus 4, 11 will be there. Now let's see how we can generate delay using the register pair. Again, this is the program for the register pair. The first instruction is LXI B count, then there is a DCX B, MOV A, C, ORA B and jump node 0 loop. Let's see the T state for each and every instruction. So LXI instruction will take 10 T states, DCX will take 6 T states, then MOV will 4, ORA will 4 and jump node 0 will 10/7. We know that 10/7 means if the jump node 0 condition is true, it will take 10 T states, and if this condition is false, it will take 7 T states. We know that delay equal to total T state into time required for 1 T state. And how to find total T state in this program? So the equation for the total T state in this program is 10 plus count minus 1 into 24 plus 21. You can see that in the program, the first instruction will be executed, so there will be 10 T state, right? And depending on the value of count, this loop will be executed. Now, from the count times, count minus 1 time, 24 T state will be there. It means 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 10. And last time the jump node 0 condition will be false, so the total T state will be 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 7, that will be 21. So you can clearly understand that if we generate delay using the register pair, because the size of the register pair is 16-bit, we can get the larger amount of delay. And if we generate delay using the single register, the size of the single register is 8-bit, so we will get the small amount of delay. Now let's see one example. That is, write an assembly language program to generate delay of 50 milliseconds if the frequency is 3 MHz. We know that the equation for delay is total number of T state into time required for 1 T state. And the equation for total number of T state, it depends on which type of loop you are using. Either it can be single register or register pair. You can see that the first equation is the equation for the delay using single register, and the second is the delay using register pair. Suppose we want to use the register pair. So the total number of T state will be 10 plus count minus 1 into 24 plus 21. So first we have to find the total number of T state. We know that to find the total number of T state, we can find it by delay by time required for 1 T state. Suppose the number for the total number of T state that we get is x. We will put the x in this equation, from where we will find the value of count, and the value of count will be put in the program. And when you put the value of count in this program, that program will be executed count times and we will get the delay of 50 milliseconds. And I think this is it for this session. If you still have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much.